Hi there, everyone. It's Julie Hutchison here at Think, Be, Do Leadership. And today it is day 18 of Team on Fire, looking at how do we grow our team, grow our people so that we can grow our business. And today it's all about, does it make the boat go faster? And I've got an extra dog with me today. So if you see one wandering around the background, that's Molly. Molly and Meg are here with me today, looking like they want to go for a walk, to be quite honest. But we'll do that later. So what are we talking about today? Well, does it make the boat go faster? When our team are beavering away and we think they're doing what we want them to do, yet they don't seem to be doing it when you go back and check later. You think you've delegated really well and off they are, looking like they're doing a great job. But then they're like, oh, they're working on something else. Or they're faffing about and procrastinating, and you're thinking, oh my God, I thought they knew what they were doing. And I thought they were, I thought they were doing what I want them to do. No matter how big your team, this is a problem if you're not getting the results that you would want from a team, that you hoped you would and that you thought you asked for. It's so frustrating because they're lovely people and they're really good at their job. They're really good, clever people who, whatever it be, whether it be widgets or whatever it is, good, they know what to do. So they kind of know how to, if we were making cakes, they know how to mix the cake. Yeah, they know how to do the thing. But it seems to be that they're making a different kind of cake to what we thought they were making. And they're not focusing on the right stuff. You kind of like trying to guide them and you're having to tell them what to do and they're not really sure. So they come and ask you. But every 5 minutes is not what you want, really, because you want to be able to get on with what you want to be able to get on with. Strategizing and bringing the business forward and all of those things. Yet we're having to check on people and make sure that they are doing the right thing. And you can't trust them. And I don't mean you don't trust them not to nick your handbag. I mean you can't trust them to know what to do, to be confident about getting out there and doing the right thing. You can't leave them alone to get on with it. You can't take a day off. You can't step back. You can't leave them alone. So what do? Yeah, clever, talented people who aren't on the right track. And what I want us to think about today is exactly what was in the picture for this, actually, which was the boat, because we say, does it make the boat go faster? That's what we want to talk about. So if you're here with me today, I see there's a couple of you on live. If you're here with me today, say hello. And it will be nice to see who you are and your opinions. And if you're on replay, just if you have a comment, please put #replay, because then we can see, make sure we get back to you and reply to your comments. So what I'm talking about here, when I talk about does it make the boat go faster, I always think of a team like we're in a boat. Now, the boat I put on there is not the right boat, actually, in my head. I'm thinking more of a Viking boat. Not because you've got slaves on there, though. Not slaves. But what I mean is I need a prop. Let's have a prop. This ruler is important. So, hello, KTM. So if we've got a boat and I'm rowing like this and I'm a team member, I want to know, when should I put my oar in? And this reminds me when actually me and my family, we went on a kayaking expedition. We have a kayak, but we went on one up the river with a guy who was telling us what to do. And we were winning, because we're quite competitive like that, against all the other families, because we were singing. We were like, ooh, all putting our oar in at the same time, all getting into a rhythm, all knowing exactly what we were focusing on. And we were on fire. We were going for it. And everybody else we were looking around, actually, and they were arguing, and the dad was like really trying to be really cool, and the kids were just flapping the oars in all over the place. And it's a bit like a team. That's why I have my prop, which I'll put down now. So it's a bit like a team, in that sometimes you have somebody who wants to be in control. Sometimes you have somebody who wants to follow. Sometimes you've got somebody, pick this up again, who wants to stick their oar in and get everything in the way and just do it their way and not the way of the team. Some people want to stick their oar in the air, if you imagine a Viking boat now, and not put their oar in at all, because they're sitting there coasting along, letting everybody else have a go. You've got one of them in your team, I'm sure. There's probably one. There's always one somewhere. And so, taking it back to that picture of me and my family, actually, but how that relates to team, is because what we're trying to do as a team is make the boat go faster. So the first thing is that the team, whether it be your family or whether it be your team at work, have to want to go somewhere. They have to know where they're going to be able to make good decisions. So when we are thinking people are doing a good job, the question is not, are they just doing a good job? The question is do they know what they're trying to do? or where they're trying to get to? Do they know what the job is? So me and my family were trying to get to the end of the river where the sticky out bit is, what's that called, the pier was, and we knew where we were headed. But if you don't know where you're headed, it's very hard to know where to put your oar in and how hard to push and which direction to go in, isn't it? And if you translate that into your business, if people don't know what it is they're trying to achieve, the big picture of what they're trying to achieve, not just can I put a widget in here, but if they don't know the big picture of what they're trying to achieve, how can we expect them to be excited or engaged with that big picture, with that thing that we're trying to achieve, So we don't know where the boat is going. And then because of that, it doesn't really matter whether you get there or not, does it? Because if you have no idea where it is you're supposed to be going, either you're just going to all go around in circles and think that your way of doing things is much better than everybody else's, and then you just get arguments because we don't know which one is better, because it's all a matter of opinion. Or you're going to get people who just aren't enthused by the fact they don't know where they're going, so they don't try and go anywhere. So at least if you know where you're supposed to be going, you can choose whether you want to come with you. They want to come with you. Yeah. So if I said, as I always feel like I say, if we're going on holiday and I say we're going skiing, somebody in my team might say, I don't want to go skiing. You can say, well, that's fine. Don't come skiing. Don't be on my team. Or if somebody says, well, I'd rather go to Lanzarote, well, we have to decide whether we're going to skiing or we're going to Lanzarote. So if somebody says, I don't want to go there, then should they be on the team? Yeah, we have to have people who all want to go in the same place. But we also, as leaders, have to tell them where we're going, because if I'm asking somebody to go skiing and they think they're going to Lanzarote, it's a different attire that we need. Yeah. So obviously bikini or salopettes, slightly different if you turn up with the wrong one. And so if people don't know where they're going because you haven't told them or explained it or shown them where they're going, they aren't going to be very happy because they're confused. And you know what happens when we're confused? They're like, well, I don't know, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wait until you tell me. So again, everything relies on you. Everything relies on you telling everybody what to do, because you can't make good decisions if you don't know where you're going. If I say I'm going to Lanzarote, then Katie. Katie just, I'm going to put your comment on, Katie. Thank you very much. I'll put that up and I'll explain it in a minute. But if we're all going to Lanzarote, I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, I can make a good decision because I know I've got to get on a plane, so I'm going to go and book some flights. But if I don't know where we're going, I can't book the flights, can I? So your team cannot do what they need to do unless they know, well, what's the direction we're going in? What are we doing and why are we going there? Katie, cheeky, it's just put on here. Do we all agree that going on holiday is important for relaxing and team building? Yes, we do, Katie, and a very good chunking up. Katie is referring to something that we've done on one of our courses, which is that in order to get people to want to come to Lanzarote or America with us, we have to get them to agree at a higher level what it is that we want to do. So if we're saying, will it make the boat go faster? This is where we get back to this boat go faster element, is if we want the boat to go faster, we need to know where the boat's going to go. And we need to give people the information about where the boat's going to go so that they can either agree or disagree, so they can get off the boat. But if they agree, then we know they're on the boat. Yeah, let's take that off again. So if we know they're on the boat and I want to be on the boat, then I'm going to be able to make good decisions now going to wherever we're going to go to. And so then it turns from being confused and stuck and not wanting to make decisions to being really clear about where we're going so that they can make really good decisions. Now, this isn't all of it, because we need to make sure that they can do the thing that we want them to do. And we want to make sure that they're not arguing amongst themselves. But that's another part of the program. That's another part of the jigsaw puzzle that we need to put together. But here what I'm talking about is, if I were to say to somebody now, is what you're doing making the boat go faster? Okay, would they be able to understand what I mean, and would they know whether or not what they do on a daily basis makes the boat go faster? Yeah. So what I'm saying is unless you know where the boat is going, they cannot answer this question, and therefore they don't know what the most pressing thing in their order of things to do is. They don't know what their priority is. They don't know what they need to do, because they could do anything. And because they don't know where they're going, or they've not been asked where they're going, or they've not agreed to where they're going. So they go around in circles doing anything they fancy, procrastinating a bit, doing a bit of this, dabbling, or waiting for you to tell them what is the priority, because they cannot choose it for themselves. So if we make sure everybody knows where they're going, where that boat is going, where your business is going, how they fit in, then they can make good decisions and they can choose to make the boat go faster. Now, we used to say this a lot in the police. We used to say, shall I go left or right out the police station? For anybody who knows me, I was a police officer a long time ago now, for quite some time. Too long ago. And we used to say, should we go left or right at the police station? And the question is which one will make the boat go faster? Which one will make things better? Which one will help towards wherever we said we were trying to go to? So in the police, it would be, well, actually, we've got a bit of a problem with burglaries in Hatfield, as usual. That was we always had a problem there. So let's go over to Hatfield. Yeah. So we know how to make a good decision on the basis of where the boat's going, because my job is to make the boat go faster. If I said, well, I know there's some burglaries in Hatfield, so I'm going to go to I don't know, Nebworth instead, because I know it's nice and quiet there, then that's about me and not about the boat going faster. So I'm making a decision about what's nice for me, my agenda, rather than the greater good is actually I should go to Hatfield. Yeah, makes sense? Yeah. So you see, it's much easier, much clearer for people to know, am I running my agenda, which is what happens when they don't have a clear guidance on what they should be doing at work. They run their own agenda. Well, what do I fancy doing? What do I like doing? I'll do the easy things, or I'll do the things that I find fascinating, not necessarily the things that everybody else needs you to do. Okay. So if you want your boat to go faster, the first thing is know where the hell you're going and tell everybody and get them on board. And as Katie said, the way you get them on board is you ask them, do you agree with it? Do you agree with what we're trying to achieve here? So thank you, Katie. Okay. So today I want you to think about where your boat's going and have you communicated that to everybody on your team? And do they agree? Do they want to get on the boat, or are they trying to steer your boat a different way? Ask yourself that question, because if they are, do they need helping to get on your boat, or do they need to get off the boat? Okie dokie. So that's day 18 of Team on Fire. We will see you tomorrow, and have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to go and pick my mum up now. She's been off on a trip. I'm going to go and pick her up from the station and reunite her with this dog in the background who keeps getting in my videos, who's very sweet but wants to go for a walk. So I will see you all tomorrow. And if you want some help with finding out how your team can be on fire, finding out where your boat's going and how to make it go faster, then PM me and we will have a chat. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.